Former U.S. President Donald Trump has rejected his last chance to testify at a civil trial in which he was accused of raping and defaming writer E. Jean Carroll. A judge gave him until Sunday to decide on taking the stand, but no application to appear was filed before the deadline. Carroll, a former columnist at fashion magazine Elle, filed a lawsuit last year against Trump. The suit claims he raped her in a dressing room at a department store in Manhattan, New York in the mid-1990s. She also said Trump defamed her by calling her rape claim a hoax, lie, and complete con job on his Truth social media platform, tarring her reputation and career by lying about it online. The 79-year-old writer is seeking unspecified monetary damages. Trump's lawyer Joseph Tacopina last Thursday told the Manhattan federal court that the former president had waived his right to testify. He also opted not to present a defense, gambling that jurors will not be convinced by Carroll's case. Still, District Judge Lewis Kaplan imposed a Sunday deadline, as Trump has previously told reporters he may attend the trial. In a video deposition played for the jury last week, Trump denied raping Carroll because, quote, she was not his type.
And I say it with as much respect as I can, but she is not my type. She's accusing me of rape. A woman that I have no idea who she is. It came out of the blue. She's accusing me of rape, of raping her. The worst thing you can do, the worst charge.
In the deposition, Trump also accused Carroll's lawyer, who was questioning him, of being a political operative. Trump is currently the frontrunner for the Republican U.S. presidential nomination in 2024, challenging President Joe Biden's re-election bid. Closing statements from both Carroll's and Trump's sides are scheduled for Monday.
Several pedestrians were killed in South Texas on Sunday when a man driving an SUV mowed down people near a homeless shelter that attends to migrants. Police in the city of Brownsville said the driver is in custody, facing reckless driving charges and possible other charges. According to police, the victims in the morning crash were waiting at a bus stop near Ozanam Center, a shelter for the homeless used by migrants. And that migrants were among the dead. This man says he witnessed the crash.
We hope the hospitalized migrants will recover because they have families far away who count on them. We crossed mountains, marched, and got through the migration. It was a long way to come here, and we fought hard.
Police said a number of people were taken to hospital with a range of injuries. A New York Times report quoted Cameron County Judge Eddie Trevino as saying it was not clear if the driver intentionally crashed into the group or lost control of the vehicle. A Brownsville police lieutenant told Fox News investigators are trying to determine whether the driver was intoxicated. Brownsville lies on the border with Mexico, and the city is one of the places expecting an influx of migrants when COVID-era restrictions under Title 42 expire on Thursday.
The Arab League on Sunday readmitted Syria after more than a decade, consolidating a regional push to normalize ties with President Bashar al-Assad. The decision said Syria would be able to participate in Arab League meetings immediately, while also calling for a resolution to the crisis resulting from the country's civil war. While some Arab states, including the United Arab Emirates, have pushed for Syria and Assad's rehabilitation, others, including Qatar, have remained opposed, without a political solution to the Syrian conflict. The decision would also form a ministerial group to liaise with the Syrian government and seek solutions to the crisis. Ahmed Abdul Fait is the Arab League's Secretary General.
The return of Syria is the beginning of a movement, not an end. The direction of the resolution to the crisis in Syria will take time for procedures to be implemented, and it will be gradual. The task of this committee is to follow up on those procedures. Also, it is not a decision to resume relationships between Arab states and Syria. This is a sovereign decision left for every country to take on its own. in this decision, we are talking about holding the membership in the formation of a committee to communicate with the Syrian government and regime.
Syria's readmission follows a Jordanian initiative laying out a roadmap for ending the conflict in Syria. It would address the issues of refugees, missing detainees, drug smuggling, and Iranian militias in the country. Syria's membership was suspended in 2011 after a crackdown on protests against Assad led to civil war. The war cost hundreds of thousands of lives, led to millions fleeing the country, and left the economy in ruins. The United States criticized Syria's readmission to the group while raising questions about Assad's willingness to resolve the issues resulting from the civil war.
In the wake of yet another mass shooting that left 9 people dead, including the gunman at a Texas mall Saturday, U.S. President Joe Biden has again urged Congress to pass gun control bills, posting on Twitter, quote, "Congress must send me a bill banning assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, enacting universal background checks, requiring safe storage, ending immunity for gun manufacturers. I will sign it immediately. We need nothing less to keep our streets safe." But there is little chance the narrowly divided House and Senate would pass such legislation. According to police Saturday, the gunman killed 8 people at Allen Premium Outlets Mall, including children, and wounded at least 7 before a police officer killed him. Biden added that the assailant wore tactical gear and was armed with an AR-15 style assault weapon. Mass shootings have become commonplace in the United States, with nearly 200 so far in 2023, the most at this point in the year since at least 2016, according to the Gun Violence Archive. The U.S. Constitution's Second Amendment protects the right to bear arms, and that issue is a hot-button one for many Republicans, who are backed by millions in donations from gun rights groups and manufacturers. Biden on Sunday had the White House lower its flag in honor of the Texas victims.
The United Nations World Food Programme says it's suspending food aid for over 200,000 Palestinians starting next month due to severe funding issues. It represents about 60% of its caseload in the region, and it could get worse. These were Palestinians protesting outside the agency's Gaza City offices on Sunday. Its country chief, Samir Abdel-Jabbar, told Reuters it will continue to provide food aid for 140,000 of those deemed most at risk in the West Bank and Gaza. But if a funding solution doesn't come up soon, it will have to cut all food and money aid to Palestinians by August. Jamalat El-Dabour's family in Gaza is one of those aid recipients. She's saying that she's scared her family will starve to death and she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't even have a penny to her name, and she's hoping a local social help group will come through. Her husband is sick and jobless. Gaza, long under blockade by Israel and Egypt on security concerns, is home to 2.3 million people. About 45% are unemployed, and 80% rely on international aid, according to the UN and local authorities.